Hello, New York. I'm Peter Lampisona, Mid-Atlantic editor of U.S. Combat Sports. As an editor, I rarely address readers directly, but something is going on in New York right now that requires immediate attention. On Monday, the state Senate passed a bill by a vote of 42 to 18 that would sanction mixed martial arts in the state of New York for the first time since 1997. Now the sister bill in the Assembly must pass before the end of the legislative session on June 20th for this bill to pass into law and finally have MMA in New York recognized and regulated just as with any other professional sport. During this potential breakthrough for the MMA community in New York, the questions that have come up in the sport-specific media have centered around the question, why isn't MMA in New York? Putting the facts of the dispute aside, I find this type of dialogue disturbing because it is so against what I've known MMA to be about. There is still time on the clock, there is still a clear path to victory, and we are already trying to come up with excuses why it didn't work. I don't normally like to interpret the value of something for someone else, but I've always believed that the most important part of maintaining the warrior traditions that make up MMA in a controlled environment is to instill the unending perseverance that they contain. The same ferocity required to make it to the final bell can also push through hard economic times or just go through this thing called life. Yet, while we have come to expect absolute endurance from ourselves as individuals, as a community, we're already poised to give up. New York politics can get complicated, and somewhere in the lobbying it's easy to forget that what we're dealing with is our own government. But luckily, it's gotten very simple. There is currently a letter in the Assembly requesting that the bill be fast-tracked to an up-down vote on the floor. Should the bill be sent directly to the Assembly floor, there are more than enough votes to see it pass into law. Should the bill end up having to go through the committee process, it will likely run out of time and have to wait another year. It is time we as a community started playing this game like we can win it. Attached to this video are the email addresses of every member of the New York State Assembly. Now, more than any other time during this process, your voice as an athlete, promoter, or fan of the sport can make a difference. Contact your Assembly person or all Assembly people and tell them politely but firmly that you are a New Yorker, you are a taxpayer, and you want New York MMA now. Be serious, spell correctly, and give them absolutely no excuse or ability to ignore you. It's up to you now, New York. This battle can be won right here and now with the participation of enough people, letting their legislators know that this is an important issue. If you just ignore this, the next time you wonder why your athlete can't get a fight because New Jersey promoter wants to go with someone local to round out their card, or why you just can't watch the sport you love in your home state, you'll have to just look in the mirror. Thank you very much.